Did you know that 90% of the world's millionaires invest in real estate? Well, I'm Angel with the Academy Presents Real Estate Investing Rocks, and I'm here to help you if you want to go for your piece of that pie.
I think we're going to see more like domestic spending, but within our borders. Because I know, I just contacted a friend of mine that they have a farm, and I was like, how much is it to buy into y'all's produce for the summer? Because they do the CSA where every week you get a box of produce. And I was like, I'll pay you tomorrow, but I don't want to go to Sam's. I don't want to go to the store because I'm still a little freaked out. And so I'd rather buy locally, know who I'm buying it from, and just go and pick that up every week. And so I think there's going to be a movement to people purchasing local or within the state or within the country. I think that's probably going to be a very real movement. I don't know how long, because people have short memories, and as soon as things start to pick back up, they're going to forget, but I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a movement to that, purchase local and purchase within the US. I hope.
Maybe it's, we're in the city, so we don't really have that luxury. And I wouldn't even know how to go purchase from wherever you said. I don't know. Don't they just grow that at the Kroger? Because I just go to Kroger. I just figure it grows in whatever those bins are there. That's not where that comes from? No? Okay. All right.
I mean, I guess that's one of the benefits of being in, we're in a town, but it's a small town. And so, I know people that raise their own cattle, and it's, grass-fed, out in the field. And so we can buy our meat from them. And I can call my friend that has the farm, and we can purchase into her produce program. So, I mean,
I just thought it magically showed up. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's I don't know what's going to happen.
No, and that's the whole point. Nobody does, and we have nothing to compare it to. But the nice thing is, 50% have no money, but 50% do. So have some cash. Keep your cash on hand. I can tell you who will have money, and that's going to be the people who bury it in the back. Because they in the backyard, or keep it under the mattress, because they always do. They have been saving for that house. One issue is they are going to be a little tight, but I got to tell you, there's still, there's going to be some things on sale. That means there's going to be some things on sale for everybody right now. So it's nice. I'm worried for a lot of people in this nation. So, and I'm trying, I'm taking care of my housekeeper.
Yeah.
And, hoping that others are taking care of who they can, and who they need to, who they touch directly. Because remember, karma's a real thing. I'm not a religious person, but I am spiritual, and I do believe in karma.
And I feel like too, I mean, this event, it's going to cause an even larger divide.
Oh my God, yes.
The rich are just going to get even richer.
No, you know what? Yeah. And oh my God. And I think that, I'm French, right? I was born in France.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, well.
That's why you look so pretty.
Well, and we have, of course, the French are great because we completely killed off our aristocracy, right? We guillotined the entire aristocracy. You know that, right? Marie Antoinette. Of course.
Okay, I do know that.
Of course, right? Marie Antoinette. We off with her, right? This is where the guillotine was invented. We totally beheaded all French aristocracy. And it was a rising up of the poor people to completely behead and kill all wealthy people. And it was Robespierre literally seizing all of the wealthy landowner. I'm not making this up, by the way. So then it was also the upper middle class. So if you were a wealthy landowner, those people were also put in jail and beheaded, even for suspecting of being a royalist, because then they were seizing their money. Oh yeah. So yeah, exactly. So now we're going to have then a more division of haves and have-nots. Yes. So I'm looking at it going, yeah, it's scary times. They're going to bring the guillotine back in this country.
I didn't even. I was just thinking of just the division.
I'm gonna end up in Dallas County Jail, and they're gonna put that guillotine back up. I just know it.
Yikes.
Seize all my notes.
Yikes.
Kidding.
Now you've got me scared, but
I know. This is going to be played one day. Robespierre is coming back.
Awesome. I don't see any more questions. We did have someone hop back on. Let me look back over here. Is there anything else you wanted to just share, or?
I don't think so. I think we went through everything. There's my email. Anybody wants to get in touch with me.
Have you always done notes, or did you start off with? Well, you said you started off with Section 8.
Section 8, 61 rental properties in Dallas, all south of I-30 in Dallas. Self-managed, hated my life.
Yeah, we decided when we first got in, there was no way we were self-managing.
Yeah. I'm a good property manager. I ended up getting out of it because I had one Section 8 tenant decide to go off her meds, and she wanted me to sign a piece of paper saying that she had paid all of her rent when she hadn't. And so I refused to sign it. And then she told me to stay right there while she was going in the house to get her gun so that she could, quote unquote, pop a cap in my bitch white ass.
Oh, no.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Which I did not stand around for, as you can imagine. I hopped in my then F-150 pickup truck and took off and went to the Section 8 office. At that time, then she was calling my cell phone nonstop and leaving these crazy messages, crazy voicemails, and basically saying the same thing. And then I was shaking so badly and so freaked out when I got to Section 8, and I played them for director of Section 8, who I still, Shirley Sanders over there, who I still love, and I still get a Christmas card from every year. And so I sat down, and I'm basically almost crying, and I'm sitting here playing this for her, and she goes, "Wow." She got her caseworker in there, and this woman ended up losing her voucher. And she goes, "Yeah," she goes, this isn't good. But after that, I was like, I can't do this anymore. When you don't like your clients anymore, it's time to do something new. And that's when it was like October of 2008. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. So that's when I learned how to owner finance. And that's when I actually didn't get out of bed for 3 or 4 days. Like I had PTSD. But yeah, it was terrible. And then I went out to lunch with my mentor, and I was like, I got to do something different. And he's like, let's teach you how to owner finance. And I had one that was vacant and did it with that. And then I learned how to do it from there, and I never looked back. But what I found out, which was amazing, because remember, this is after the market crash, and I never missed a rental payment. But what I learned was that, so I had a spreadsheet of all of my payments and all of my costs and vacancies and all of my make readies and all of that, right? And then I had my notes, and I sold all of those properties so that my principal and interest payments were roughly around $50 less per month than what my Section 8 payments per month were. And what I learned was that I actually made more money profit-wise on notes than I did on rentals. So notes are more profitable, even at $50 a month less than monthly rent. And I don't have to do anything. As soon as I had them all sold, all of mine were all sold, Section 8, I didn't have anything to do. I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. My world is wonderful.
That is really awesome. I mean, I'm really interested.
Well, because I don't do anything, like, right? They're all sold. I mean, I literally was like, the last 6, I ended up selling in 2 separate packages to 2 different landlord investors, owner finance. And so, because I was like, okay, I'm just done. Like I just done. I'm like, and then I took my boys. This is like 2012, so my boys were like 7 and 8, and we went to Paris for 6 weeks. Wow. And I just dropped all the files on Amy Sayer over at August REI, and I'm like, okay, you said you want to be my note servicer. I'm like, okay, I go, here's all these files, just why don't you be the servicer for all of these? And I'm like, I'm going to Paris. So I literally 2 days later, I was on a plane and I went to Paris, and I didn't have anything to do. It was great.
That is, I'm sitting here, I'm like, my husband is going to say, squirrel, you're going after another squirrel. So I've got to convince him, but this is awesome.
Well, you've got the video, right? So
I know,
you can
right?
watch all this. I'm not, There's all these, this is good. Like, this is going to be one of those people are going to watch her and be like, who is this girl? It's just like random stories about some asinine things. This is actually because I think I have a fever.
Oh.
It's going to be this weird, like, no, I know. No, I actually do think I know. Sorry, folks. I think I've got COVID relapse.
Yeah, well, I'm just blown away. I mean, this is, and I mean, I want people to know that I don't just get random people.
I know. Well, I know. Well, you've already accused me of like not being a real estate professional today. You're like, a real estate? Are you even a real estate professional, Kristin? Do you even have a job? No.
Well, no. When I asked it was because I'm thinking about it on the tax form, and I'm thinking, how is she deducting all this money? Because there's got to be a way that she's not paying taxes.
Even, are you a real estate professional? How did you get in here, Kristin?
It's because my mind goes in so many directions, and I don't always explain where it's coming from. Because I don't think it's like, I understand, so I don't think I have to explain where I'm coming from.
No, seriously, like, this is like, I think I've sworn like 10 times, and I gave the camera the finger on this thing, I've realized. And I'm like, please. I'm like, I did have 2 negative COVID tests, but also a negative flu test. I swear to you, I don't feel good. I don't feel good.
I'm so over the tests and the numbers and all that stuff. I think that, I don't know. I think there must be so many different mutations and strains that.
Did you hear it mutated? That just is freaking scary.
Yeah, well, there's 2 different strains for sure, because there's the European strain.
I know. I heard we had like a new strain
over there.
All right. Well, everybody can contact me. I mean, seriously, there's my email address. If people have questions or whatever, or you want to know who I use, I'm not sure who's available in Wichita, but you know what? Everybody's doing everything remotely anyways. So, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to get. I'll do email introductions for whoever anybody wants, or I'll send you my list, and then people can just contact you.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I know, like, we personally use a lot of people in DFW because 2 hours is not that far.
No. I don't
just
think so at all.
drive over because our CPA is there. We have a special needs family planner because our son is special needs, and so we had to set up a special needs trust and get our wills and all that stuff arranged a long time ago. Which it's nice now looking back, because a lot of people my age don't have wills or any of that stuff. So it's been really nice to have that. But most of the people that we use are in DFW, so it's not a far drive for me. But,
awesome.
And I'm excited. This is cool.